Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about ENGL's Victor Smolski signature amp. First, let's listen to a song I wrote specifically for this video, inspired by this amp. Then let's go through the specs and sound examples and how it compares to Peavey 5150 and Marshall JCM800 203 from '84, also known as the bad boy. Heavy metal. A little bit noodling like usual. First, let's go through the signal chain, so you know. This is my ESP Mirage Deluxe from the 80s with EMG 81 and EMG SA single coil. Then into my pedal board, but I didn't use any pedals, no overdrives, nothing on the song now when I noodled. Then the signal goes to KHE amp switcher, then to these amps, the ENGL 5150, well, all of these amps, but I'm gonna use these, what I said. then it goes back to KHE, then to Fry power station. I'm attenuating it tiny amount that the whole house isn't shaking. It's still fairly loud because the cabinets are in another room. And the cab I'm using is my Marshall vintage cab, and one of the speakers, which is Marshall vintage speaker. There's 3 of those and one Celestion V30, but now I'm miking one of the Marshall vintages with 2 SM57s in the Fredman style. Then the signal goes to Warm Audio's WA412 mic pre, then into my audio interface, and then into Logic. And on the song, I doubled the rhythm guitars afterwards. I used the exact same settings, everything. I just used the Celestion V30 mic with the SM57 and SC Electronics VR1 ribbon mic, just to get a little bit different tone to the right rhythm guitar. The lead was just the same sound, nothing special. I just blended in a PCM70 delay with the panned delay settings and a tiny amount of Eventide H3000 harmonizer, and that was it. And the rhythm guitars, they had also a little bit of Clark Techniques Third Dimension, just a copy of Roland's Dimension D, kind of chorus dimension thing, just blended in a little bit so to make them even more wider. And that was the guitar mix. Okay, so yeah, Viktor Smolski, he's a pretty famous guitar player, at least here in Europe. He has played in many bands, probably most known for Rage, and can't even remember. He has done solo stuff, different projects, but a really versatile metal player. And this is his signature amp, Straight to Hell, it says here. It's 4 channels, and let's go through the channels. So what I'm on the channel 3, and channel 3 and 4, they share the same EQ, but they have different gains and different volumes. So let's start from the channel 3. What I have now, I'm gonna turn the knobs so you'll also hear different stuff. Now the settings are bass is at noon, mids at noon. I didn't use the middle voice knob. Treble is at 1 o'clock. The level is at 11 o'clock. Presence almost 3 o'clock. And depth punch a little bit over noon. And the gain is at 1 o'clock. Really responsive. Okay, let's turn the knobs a little bit. Gain. Now it's full. Oh, there's a lot of gain on tap. Low end. There where it just kind of were. Oh, it's at known where it was. Mids. Mids are really nice. Even though I haven't cranked, it's not hunky. It's just almost like having an overdrive in front. There. Well, no. And the mid voice, there's a button here, and these all channel switching, all what I do here, you can do with a foot switch. That doesn't come with this. It's the specific ENGL FC, whatever it was called. But the middle voice, this adds low mids. So especially leads, if you want to have a little bit more low mid content to your leads and melodies, this is pretty cool. that's low mid kind of push in there. Then the treble. Kind of where it opens. 1 o'clock, I can't remember where I had it, probably somewhere there. Well, the master is master. Kind of the sweet spot was to me around 11 o'clock, where you kind of start to feel the power amps, power tubes to this stuff. And the lead channel, or the channel 4, it's the same EQ, pretty much same voicing, but you know, you have a separate gain and volume control, so you know, could use this as a lead channel. If you set the volume higher and maybe add a little bit more gain. But yeah, they're basically the same. Then clean channel, let me switch to the neck pickup. It's pretty cool. So it has the same controls, and it has a separate control for the clean channel, for treble clean and treble crunch. So you have a clean and crunch, so separate treble controls, separate gain, and a separate volume. Clean volume, crunch volume. So the clean channel. Gain maxed, it starts to distort a bit, but this is basically kind of really nice clean. If we add a chorus C5, really nice clean. Let's dial the knobs a little bit. Let me take the chorus off. That was low end, then mids. Then a treble. Like you hear, it sounds really good no matter where the knobs are. I think the Q values are quite smooth and wide, so it's basically just fine tuning the clean channel, which I think it sounds great. Then this is again just the master volume for the clean. Then let's change to the crunch. Let's go back to the EMG81. First the gain. So you can get a pretty heavy sound from the crunch channel. But I think how I would set this, you know, if I would use this amp, you know, so probably just like on the edge of breakup. Or cool. Let's dial the knobs a little bit. That was low and mid. Obviously, because I have a little bit more gain, now you can actually hear a little bit better what the knobs does. Then the treble clean doesn't affect, because it's for the clean channel, but the crunch. Let's add let's add clone or same type of warm audios. You get kind of vintagey, you know, tones. Pretty cool. So that's the amp. I think all channels sound really good, dynamic, balanced, and I didn't find the need for an overdrive. It stays tight and chunky without overdrive. And then there's a noise gate which I didn't use. Didn't have that much gain. Oh, when I cranked the gain, you heard it started to, because I have a 4-inch Zool on my pedal board in front of the amp, which kind of reduces all the noise. But if you like to use a lot gain, there's a noise gate in the back which is inside the amp, so it stays quiet. And also there's an effect loop which is a parallel loop, so there's a level control, so you know you can dial how much. When it's 0, the loop is bypassed like I have it now, and the more you dial it in, the loop, you know, whatever is there becomes louder. So that's that. And the foot switch, the tubes are, power tubes are 606s, and then there's 4 ECC83 preamp tubes. But let's switch back to the channel 3. Really good channels, and let's compare it to, so that you get an idea, to 5150, which has 606s, and the bad boy 800 that has a 6550. So first the ENGL, then this one ENGL, and the bad boy. Just gonna play some basic, you know. Sound really good. Bad boy has that mid, which is just like always like this. The 5150, and yeah, bad boy had a SD1 in front, and the 5150 GS808 in front to try to tighten up. And the 5150 settings are, because obviously now this amp sounded like this, but I could make it sound, you know, more like whatever. But the pre-gain is a 2.5, low 6, mid 4, high 6, master volume 3.5, resonance 6, presence 8. So it sounds like, if I tweak the mid, so that's it. So yeah, I think the Smolski, there's kind of this 5150 606 character, but there's also that Marshall bite. Not as much, but kinda, you know, a little bit 5150, a little bit Marshall, a little bit ENGL, and you get this really versatile amp. These like chains straight to hell. That's the input. Really simple to use, unlike some other ENGLs. I'm sometimes a bit confused, but this is really straightforward. Clean crunch and 2 high gain channels which share the same EQ, just different levels and volume. Really easy to dial, really fast, and in my opinion, no need for overdrive, stays tight, compresses nicely, really good job. I like this amp. And this amp, by the way, you can buy this isn't mine. I'm fine with my Marshalls and ADA MP1 and 5150. This is from Music's, great Swiss music store. So by the time you're watching this video, I have already returned this amp to them, and link in the description to their website where you can, you know, buy this if you want. Hey, that was it. Conclusion. Great amp. Can't say much anything else. Thanks for watching. You know, if you like, thumbs up, hit the subscribe, you know the drill. But until next time, take care. All the best. Bye.